Sup, compassionate people? Welcome to Vegan News. Let's get right to it. A vegan entrepreneur by the name of Lynn Jolly is launching a social networking site aimed at vegans. The site is called Bohemian Hippie, and they had their soft launch back in November of last year. It's going to focus on vegan apparel, food, fitness, beauty, and it's going to connect all the different kinds of companies together with vegans. Lynn Jolly had this to say: "It is important that people looking for people to connect with can do so with ease and feel part of a family where they can ask questions, arrange meetups, and find love and friends with like-minded people who share their own values about peace, love, and compassion to all beings." Currently, the site is only for those in Europe, but they have future plans to expand. Grandview Research, a market research firm, did a dairy alternative market analysis of soy, almond, and rice milks. The research firm believes that consumers are likely to shift towards almond-based milks, particularly because of nutritional value, cost effectiveness, environmental, and cruelty concerns that are only growing as time goes on. In particular, they're looking at the United States, the United Kingdom, and Germany as the biggest growing markets. According to them, soy milk itself was the highest selling product of 2015 out of all dairy alternatives. They note that almond milk helps regulate blood pressure and has no negative health effects on the heart, kidneys, and other organs. They also note that apparently the flavored plant milks have more of a preference with consumers over the flavored dairy mammary fluid milks. They're expecting plant-based milk alternatives to grow 55% between now and 2024. And the innovations in plant-based milks, like you see in companies like Ripple and others that are creating creamier, more tasty options, more in line with the traditional mammary fluid kinds. They're expecting innovations like that and others to come to be the biggest driving forces in the alternative dairy market. They also note that Asia is on the rise, and they expect that market to increase as well. In baby formula news, a Silicon Valley startup company called BioNascent is working to create a nutritionally rich alternative to traditional bovine mammary fluid based baby formulas. CEO and molecular biologist Craig Rowski revealed that human breast milk contains more than 1,600 individual distinct proteins that aid in the development of a child. He notes that bovine-based mammary fluid baby formulas are far inferior to a human mother's actual breast milk. The company is still in its early stages, but their plan right now and what they're working on is to take the human proteins and they're inserting them into fungi and other things on a mass scale, all done vegan, and they're basically going to grow human breast milk from plant materials. Rowski also founded a company called Real Vegan Cheese in 2014 that's working to create an exact replication of bovine mammary fluid and other animal-based cheeses using the same type of technology. And our featured story of the day: China bans ivory. Not quite yet, not 100% yet, but by the end of 2017, all domestic ivory trade will be done. Now, this doesn't mean that a black market still won't operate. It likely will, but this will make it a lot harder. There are currently 143 individual ivory traders in China and 34 ivory processing plants. By the end of March, dozens and dozens of those processing plants and traders will be closed by the government. Currently, it's estimated about one elephant every 15 minutes is killed for their tusks. It adds up to about 100 elephants a day. Because elephants' reproduction rates are so slow, scientists are estimating that it might be about 20 years before they're gone completely from the face of the earth. Technically, there has been an international ivory ban in place since 1989. However, there are loopholes in place, along with people forging documents to get the ivory to and from areas. Plus, China allowing it to be legalized has not helped things at all. People in China that purchased ivory products before the ban will be allowed to keep them. Hopefully, this will help preserve elephants and stop the ivory trade. Elephants are an extremely part of the ecosystem on the African savannas. Many scientists actually believe that if elephants were to go extinct, it may collapse the entire ecosystem. Elephants dig very deep holes to create watering holes for themselves, which in turn create watering holes for many of the other animals on the savanna. Elephants also help maintain the grasslands, keeping them from overgrowing, spreading seeds. In areas where elephants have gone extinct and no longer exist, soil erosion, drought, and a massive proliferation of the disease-bearing tsetse flies, because they thrive in thick vegetation. Without the elephants there to eat the vegetation, the vegetation grows wild and tsetse flies populations go insane. Hopefully this means that elephants will bounce back and they'll be around for generations to come. That's everything. Thanks for joining us. Give us a like. It helps more than you think. Subscribe if you really like us. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Say bye, bye, bye. Sit right here and help. What do you got to say? You got anything to say? No, nothing?